I have a foundation that we work with the kids in the LA Unified School District, and we send them to camp so they can learn about STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, and math. So a good portion of the proceeds of this auction will go to fund my foundation and allow the kids to keep
learning. And you said
learning.
something that was very poignant to me, and that is that these are things, and they give me pleasure. But what gives me more pleasure is seeing the smile on a kid's face whose life I have changed as a result of one of the donations that comes out of that.
Absolutely, and you know, I'm not in the I'm not in the museum business. This stuff would take up at least half of the room in my house. So by selling it, I'm doing myself a favor, and really.
Ken, where's the auction? How do you play? If I want to bid on some of the, we should go through some of the items, right?
Right.
How do I play if I want to play?
Well, on the table you have, I'd say, at least a couple $1 million with these items. The auction, you know, you can preview it now at GoldinAuctions.com. It runs October 1st through October 27th. It ends at GoldinAuctions.com. It's all
online auction.
Online auction. You can register and get a catalog mailed out to you. But some of the key items, and it's Goldin with an I, by the way, some of the key items is the actual basketball that Kareem used to break Wilt Chamberlain's scoring record. It would not shock me if that basketball went for $500,000 or more. This is a Lakers jersey from the 86-87 season. Our staff actually photo matched it to several games during the season, which meant it literally, besides all of these items, of course, coming from Kareem with his letter, we actually looked at videos.
This is literally game worn.
This is literally.
You hear a lot about game worn stuff.
Exactly.
That somebody may have touched during a game.
Exactly. But, yeah, this was worn, you know, pretty much half the season. We have his 1969 UCLA championship ring. We have his 1971 Milwaukee Bucks championship ring. We have his 1982 Lakers championship. The rings can go anywhere between $250,000 to $500,000, and we have his iconic goggles.
The trademark goggles. I mean, yes. Iconic. Those
exactly.
Goggles. Why did you start wearing the goggles?
Really to save my eyesight. I kept getting fingers in my eye. Yeah, and the scratch cornea can be it can really challenge your eyesight. You could lose it. So I put those on, and you know, during the time that I played, after I started wearing them, every 20 or 30 games, I'd hear somebody's nails click on the glass.
On the lens, you'd hear it.
Yeah, I'd hear it.
That's fascinating.
Say, glad I got these on.
What's your favorite item on this table, Kareem, and why?
Geez, it's too hard to tell because you have my college career, and then my career with the Bucks and my career with the Lakers. How do you make your choice there?
Let me ask you, there's a guy who's moving to L.A. You've heard of him, just as you did.
He's got a beard, I think.
He's got a beard. What advice do you have for LeBron about moving to the Lakers and Los Angeles?
I don't think LeBron's going to have any problems. He's interested in being involved in the film business. He's already done a number of things that he's produced that have been commendable. So I think he's going to fit right in. I just tell him, bring some sunglasses and get a good car that's fuel efficient. That's all I need.
Kareem, what do you think of the Colin Kaepernick ad that Nike put out? It's gotten a lot of attention.
I would like to give Nike all the kudos I possibly can for stepping up to the plate and supporting Colin. Colin is not unpatriotic. Colin is complaining about the fact that Black Americans are treated differently in our criminal justice system. And he peacefully brought that to the attention of people who went to football games. And he's taken too much criticism for it. I have a lot of respect for Colin. He sacrificed a lot to make a point. And I'm really thankful and proud of Nike for doing what they did, because corporate America, they have a voice. And I'm glad to see this corporation using it the way that they did.
You know, Kareem, you and I grew up, I'm old enough to count myself as a contemporary. I will never forget the game between UCLA and Houston that you and Elvin Hayes played. It was an amazing...
We played a couple games.
You played a couple of games, but I'll never forget the first one. But at any rate, we came of age at a time of social protest.
Yes.
And I wonder whether you think the message of Colin Kaepernick's protest has been subsumed, overwhelmed by the noise, because there really is an important message in there.
Colin's message is very important, and people are trying to change the subject by attacking him. They're trying to say that he's not patriotic and it's an attack against the flag and he's unpatriotic. Colin is very patriotic. He's trying to make the United States live up to its ideals that are enumerated in our Constitution. And I think we should commend Colin. I think eventually he will be like Muhammad Ali in earning people's respect when they finally think about what he was talking about and make some decisions based on facts.
If Colin Kaepernick doesn't play another game, is there a collectible aspect to his career still
It's
later
interesting.
on?
As soon as the Nike ad came out, we actually had a Colin Kaepernick game-used jersey set for October. As soon as it came out, I told my staff we got to get this photograph described, put it in September. We had an auction that ended 2 weeks ago. It sold for double the price as when we sold him in 2013 when he was an active player.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Kareem. Who was your favorite teammate to play with, or the best player you played with, and who was the toughest player you played against?
That's 3 questions.
That is kind of, yeah.
You just said you had a question.
Well, I'm known for my compound questions.
Compound question. Well, you know, it's hard to say who your favorite player was, because are you talking about someone who was your friend or someone who helped you so much on the court? And I was fortunate enough to play with great guys who were friends and who helped my career. If it wasn't for Oscar Robertson and Magic Johnson and people like that, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair. So, you know, I have to appreciate.
Who gave you the most trouble as a competitor?
I'd say guys who could shoot the ball well from the top of the key. So if I had to go out and guard Bob McAdoo when he played center, he could really fill it up from 25 feet. I had to go out there and guard him. I didn't play my best defense out there. So that was a challenge because I was away from the hoop. But I did okay with everybody else.